Nation back with Chip Reaves at Bigger Brains. Chip, how you doing down in South Carolina?
The other USC. No, I'm doing great, Harry. How you doing?
Good, good. Are you hopefully safe and sound? I think your region's been getting some weather as I've watched.
Just the usual, thunderstorm kind of region. We're not near like the flooding and that sort of thing, if that's what you mean.
Yeah, yeah. Well, hey, so you just shared with me the CompTIA ChannelCon conference in Chicago in early August. Was your first ChannelCon? How'd you like it?
It was good, and yeah, it's weird that I've been in the industry for 30 years, and this was my first ChannelCon. But what can I say? But better late than never. No, it was great, and it was a lot bigger than I expected. There were maybe, I don't know, 400 or 500 people there. Got to see a lot of good folks that I know from the channel. Got to meet a lot of cool new vendors and existing vendors. So yeah, really good energy and a lot of good topics.
And you had Nancy. Now, was Jan there? I thought I saw some photos of Jan, or maybe that was another show.
That was the Build IT show the week before. Was Nancy and Jan Spring were there for that. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, ChannelCon was just me and Nancy.
Okay. Yeah, what I found with the ChannelCon show is I've always managed my expectations in this sense that it's for me, it was as much a chance to connect with my professional relationships on the vendor side and the community side is to meet new attendees. And it's almost like the show serves two masters, if that makes sense.
I think it actually serves maybe three or four masters. I was trying to figure it out because I kind of realized late in the game that there was really like more than one channel con. It kind of depended on your perspective. If you're an MSP, you kind of had one experience going through, but there's also a lot of people who just have the CompTIA certifications or whatever, and they're working in like a corporate IT environment, and they were there too, and they had a different experience. And then there were also people, which I should have been aware of being in the training industry, who are trainers who are, like doing CompTIA prep courses or CompTIA certification courses. And they really had their own set of sessions as well. And that's something I want to learn more about in the future, because obviously for us at Bigger Brains, that kind of makes more sense. But you're right. There is definitely a heavy vendor presence. That's always been kind of the reputation of ChannelCon, is that there's a lot of vendors there. But we actually met with a lot of great MSPs as well, and had some great discussions and some great relationships. But I'll tell you the two big takeaways that I got from the session. One was a session that I got to co-facilitate with Carl Palachuk and Amy Babinchak and James Kernan and Dave Seibert and Manuel Palachuk. And the discussion at my table was on your future team and what your future employees would look like, for your MSPs and that sort of thing. And I was kind of, I didn't know where the discussion was going to go, but kind of two of the big takeaways from the group. One was that virtual desktops they thought were already a more significant thing than I realized, and we're going to be a lot bigger in the future. I've always been kind of skeptical of the virtual desktop side of things because it's kind of, we've had a lot of starts and stops in the past. And the other, which was less surprising, was the need for a role of like a tech evangelist on your staff, because there's so many technology solutions that your customers are just not aware of. And so you really need almost a full-time person on your staff whose job it is to help promote what technology can do out to your customer base, to kind of show them what solutions they might not be aware of. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
Well, while I got you, I haven't talked to anybody about Build IT. That's a newer conference that here again, it wears it well up on social media. The photography was excellent. It looked like it was energetic. I think they have a slightly different approach. What is Build IT from your vantage point?
I've not been myself, so I can't speak personally, but Nancy Williams from my team, who you know well, has been to two of them now, and was really impressed with the first one, which was pre-pandemic, I think. And then we went to this one just this past month, and it was definitely a good event, definitely a high quality event. I think the attendees really enjoyed it. I think the attendance was not maybe what we were hoping for, which is often the case post COVID. But overall, a lot of great reviews about just the overall quality of the event and the experience for the attendees. So definitely has a good reputation.
Cool. And then finally, what events might people in the industry see at? I think we have DattoCon coming up, and I think it's on my birthday, uh, September 11th or something.
Well, now that we know that, we all have to sing happy birthday to Harry at DattoCon. Yeah, I think DattoCon is the only other IT show we're doing this year. Nancy's going to be there with Caitlin from my office, who is relatively new to the IT channel, but she does a great job with our marketing team. So they'll be representing bigger brains at DattoCon. My next show will actually be a training industry show called DevLearn, which is coming up in October, but that's more for the training and development side of things.
All right. Well, we'll check in with you next quarter. Thanks, Chip.
Thanks, Harry.